Morning, everyone.
Morning.
How's everybody feeling? We have been looking forward to this day. The weather's beautiful. I know it's going to be warm, but the sun is out and we are all together. Thank you for being here to witness everything that today will offer.
We would also like to take the opportunity to thank so many that traveled so far to witness today and to have fun in this tournament, to support one another, to support each other that are coming into the various folds of the SCA. This, as we know, is one of the most beautiful days that the game has to offer. Take care of one another. Everybody be really cautious, drink lots of water, put on lots of sunscreen. Everybody take care of each other, and we hope that everybody has a beautiful day. Huzzah! Huzzah! We wanted to take a quick moment to give credit where credit is due. Our clothing that we are wearing today was a labor of love by His Grace Mortigan and Her Excellency Imani. There is a really amazing story behind it, and they made a vision for us come to life. The stags that are on the clavi of His Majesty's garment were actually part of his knighting vigil tunic.
Still around there.
So they were repurposed to utilize this, and then they made these to match those. So we're very, very grateful for something so beautiful and so precious. Thank you. We're also going to make another mention as well tomorrow, but we're also going to be thanking again Mistress Akalina, who made our beautiful garments for tomorrow. As an artisan, I want to always make sure that those that give the gift of love to the crown are recognized for their efforts and the time and care that they take to take care of us. So, thank you.
On April 12th, 2025, Their Majesties Zechariah and Mariana, King and Queen of the Outlands, issued a sanction of a temporary removal from participation in the SCA against Angela Massitelli. In days gone by, there existed many orders of knighthood, which recognized the skill and honor of their members in the service of their king and in the defense of noble ideals of chivalry embodied in their queen. Did these orders achieve their exalted rank? The Society created the Order of Chivalry, which consists equally of knights and masters of arms, to recognize outstanding martial achievement in the attainment of those qualities and abilities which are a mark of a peer. Members of the Order of Chivalry are mighty warriors, but they are also skilled in the arts and have given of their time to the benefit of the common weal. As such, they have been recognized as peers of the realm. Their Majesties now call before them the companions of the Order of Chivalry here assembled.
As we gather the chivalry, we would also ask the populace, we will do our best to enunciate as many people can stay in the shade as possible today. Please do.
The Crown now calls the Honorable Lord John Wryght to come before this court and company.
My lords and ladies, friends and family, here enters the vigilant, His Lordship John Wryght, known simply as Lord John, because he's a simple guy. Squire to the mighty and deadly Master Bela the Kurgan, consort to the lovely Lady Ellen heart of Nahrun for more than 2 decades. He possesses a trefoil for service, a trefoil for fighting, a stag's heart for service, and his fighting prowess needs no explanation, as he has a stag's blood and he is a Thane of the Outlands! Thank you. Please join us in this absolutely joyous event for Lord John. Thank you very much.
Your Majesty, I believe Master Bela has words.
Master Bela, do you have words with your squire?
I do. So, in the way of your people, you entered into bondage with me as a Mameluke warrior slave. I, as your Mongol overlord, took you, trained you, taught you to be the great warrior. You now take these skills that I've given you. I will take my belt back, and you now join your servitude to His Majesty, the great Stag Khan of the Outlands. Everything you've learned, you will now apply to a new master as a Mameluke.
John, attend us. John Wryght,
Have you undertaken to accept
the
accolade of knighthood
accolade of knighthood
that was offered to you at our coronation? This greatly pleases us. This chain is passed from night to night throughout the ages of our kingdom.
Let it now pass from night to night once again.
Let it now pass from night to night once again.
Ma'am, Sir Jose,
Sir Jose,
Sir William,
Sir William,
Mistress Elizabeth,
Mistress Elizabeth,
Maester Carlos,
Maester Carlos,
Countess Claudia,
Countess Claudia,
Lady Guinevere,
Lady Guinevere,
as members of the peerage and populace,
as members of the peerage and populace,
do you now affirm
that
John Wright
John Wright
has grown in gentle virtue
has grown in gentle virtue
and chivalrous grace,
and chivalrous grace,
the hallmarks of a true and faithful peer?
the hallmarks of a true and faithful peer?
Sir Jose.
Sir Jose.
John. There's a lot I could say about John. We all know his fighting prowess. I don't think I really need to talk much about that at this point. We've all seen him fight in the Southern Outlands for years. There's not one scenario that he hasn't set up for me at a City of Rocks that I wasn't highly impressed with, even though it was horribly one-sided at one time because it was historically accurate. I won't talk about that. But one thing I want to talk about is franchise. My favorite virtue that John inhabits. There's not one person that I haven't seen him try to help. There's not one person that's asked him for something that he hasn't gone out of his way to deal with. I didn't even know John's real name for a half a minute. I thought him and his mundane name were two different people because I've always heard about them so much that I didn't realize for years that they were literally the same man. And I'm honored to now say that this man's being recognized not only for his prowess, but his franchise, his ability to give back to us. And I know that he's going to bring great things to our order, not only here, but in the world. And with that, I highly recommend him. Thank you, sir.
Sir William.
Your Majesty, I, as an order of the Laurel, a past baron, a knight, and a peer of the realm, I'd like to say that Lord John has been a peer since the day I met him more than 10 years ago. In the group of Nahrun, when I came there, Elizabeth and I moved to a town near there and started to play. And there were several people. It was a group without peers, but there were several people who were the peers of the group. And John was the head. He was amazing. There's nothing that he couldn't do as a peer. And as a Laurel, I must say that the work he does in the armory is beautiful. It is functional. It is protective. And he is highly skilled with his hands. There is not a man that I can recommend more to appear to this realm than this one right here.
Mistress Elizabeth.
Good gentles of the realm, it is with great honor and a full heart that I stand before you to speak on behalf of my dear friend John, who is to be elevated to the noble station of knighthood. John embodies the spirit of service that is the lifeblood of our Society for Creative Anachronism. Time and again, he has proven himself a true servant of the people, ever ready to lend a hand at a moment's notice, whether it's carrying a heavy load, assisting with the task, or simply offering a kind word. John drops everything to help anyone in need, no matter the hour or the challenge. His selflessness knows no bounds, and his actions have woven a tapestry of goodwill that strengthens the bonds of our community. John's dedication extends far beyond these acts of kindness. He has served as an officer within the SCA, tirelessly working to ensure our gatherings run smoothly. As an event steward, he has taken on the mantle of leadership over and over, orchestrating events with care and precision so that we may all revel in the joy of our shared history. But what truly sets John apart is his unwavering kindness and humility. He serves all, regardless of station, with the same warmth and respect. In every deed, he exemplifies the virtues of a peer of the realm: honor, generosity, and unyielding commitment to the betterment of our society. John, your service has not gone unnoticed, and today we celebrate you as a true knight, a beacon of chivalry, and a cherished friend to us all.
Maester Carlos.
Dominus, Domina, thank you. Your Lordship, I appreciate the opportunity to speak for you today on this day. William Marshall is considered to be the penultimate knight in Western civilization, and of many things he had was prowess, but most importantly was loyalty to the crown. In times when there were many claimants to the crown of England, William believed and followed. His Lordship believes and follows and is an example of service, of kindness and friendship in all things. And as a member of the Order of Defense, I know that he is an amazing human being in many ways because we have crossed swords many times. He advocates for all to participate and have fun in any way possible in all the martial activities: combat archery, armored combat, rapier, and eventually we're going to do a cut and thrust because he's got a really nice sword coming. The most important thing, though, is his leadership, but as silent leadership. A friend guiding you and giving you advice to go forward. Try this thing. Have fun over here with us. And to that, the Order of Defense completely and wholeheartedly sees this man as our peer. And we are thankful this day for his accolade. Thank you, Domina.
Countess Claudia.
Your Majesty, I speak today as a royal peer and a lady of the rose. When I first became aware of His Lordship John, no matter where he was out there leading, guiding, encouraging others in the way that we wish we all could be. He has always been there, not for himself, but for others and his kingdom. He would quite honorably fill the shoes of a crown of the Outlands. As you know, you rule because we believe. This is a true believer.
Lady Guinevere.
Your Majesty, while I cannot speak to Lord John's abilities as a fighter, I am able to confidently talk about his character. I spoke with many of his friends and many members of your populace, and hearing those tales of others, a picture formed of this man who now kneels before you. Around the year 1280, Raymond Lowe wrote the book of the Order of the Chivalry, in which he lists 7 virtues of a knight, the first of which is fortitude. While fortitude means courage or bravery, it also means strength of mind. Lord John is a scholar. He researches and dives down the rabbit holes head first until he knows everything there is on a topic. And he will tell you everything there is to know, whether you ask or not. The second virtue is justice. Lord John is an advocate and a defender for all. He does not shy from tough conversations. He is quick to admit his mistakes and is accountable to all. Mercy is the third virtue. He is also very quick to forgive those who may have misled him. The fourth virtue is charity. These sight tokens that Nahrun has become famous for are all because of Lord John. He finances all of them. But charity is not just of purse. It is of his mind and his strength as well. And of that he gives generously. Lord John is a man of faith, which is the fifth virtue. He is a strong believer in his God, his country, his kingdom, and his fellow man. Prudence is the sixth virtue. And while I don't think I can describe Lord John as cautious, I do think he displays sound judgment. He can rapidly assess a situation and come to a decision about how to proceed. The last virtue is hope. And this virtue, above all others, describes Lord John. Throughout the Shire's history, throughout the pandemic, through turmoil and hard times, Lord John is at the forefront, keeping everyone motivated and focused, always fighting to keep the dream alive for newcomers, for those who grew up in this society, and for himself. Not only does Lord John display the virtues of a knight in our society, but he lives them every hour of every day. I wish I could share all the stories that I heard about this man, but we would be here all day. Suffice it to say that the populace of the Outlands believes in Lord John and thinks you have chosen wisely to admit him into the Order of Chivalry.
Thank you for your words.
Well said.
Gentle peers and populace, we thank you for your wise counsel. Bring forth lightning, great sword of state.
John Wright.
I, John Wright,
Sire.
John Wryght,
You have been deemed fit
you have been deemed fit
for this high estate by your peers,
for this high estate by your peers,
and have indicated your willingness
and have indicated your willingness
to accept this honor from our hands.
to accept this honor from our hands.
Do you now swear,
Do you now swear,
by all that you hold sacred,
by all that you hold sacred,
true and holy,
true and holy,
that you will honor and defend
that you will honor and defend
the crown and kingdom of the Outlands?
the crown and kingdom of the Outlands?
I do.
Ma'am, that you will honor,
That you will honor,
defend,
defend,
and protect
and protect
all those weaker than yourself.
all those weaker than yourself.
I will.
Sire, that you will be courteous and honor your peers,
That you will be courteous and honor your peers
of the chivalry,
of the chivalry,
of the laurel,
of the laurel,
of the pelican,
of the pelican,
and of the defense.
and of the defense.
Ma'am, that you will conduct yourself
That you will conduct yourself
in all matters as
In-
befits a peer,
in all manners as befits a peer,
drawing your sword
drawing your sword
only for just cause,
only for just cause.
that you will enshrine
That you will enshrine
in your heart
in your heart
the noble ideals
the noble ideals
of chivalry
to
to the benefit of your own good name
the benefit of your own good name
and the greater glory of the Outlands.
and the greater glory of the Outlands.
Sire, and having sworn these solemn oaths,
Then, having sworn these solemn oaths,
know now that we,
know now that we,
Zachariah and
Zachariah,
Mariana,
And Mariana,
by right of arms,
by right of arms,
King and Queen of the Outlands,
King and Queen of the Outlands.
Do W with our sword.
Do W with our sword, lightning,
And by all that you hold sacred, true, and holy.
and by all that you hold sacred, true, and holy.
Once for
Once for honor,
honor. Twice for duty.
twice for duty,
Thrice
thrice for
for chivalry.
chivalry. Arise, Sir John.
Bring forth the belt. Accept this white belt,
Symbolizing the purity of your honor.
symbolizing the purity of your honor,
The sign of the order of chivalry.
the sign of the order of chivalry,
And of your knightly rank and station.
and of your knightly rank and station. Bring forth the chain. Accept from our hands this chain.
Passed from night to night.
Passed from night to night.
For each night is a link.
For each night is a link
In the honor of our kingdom.
in the honor of our kingdom.
It symbolizes your fealty.
It symbolizes your fealty
To crown and kingdom.
to crown and kingdom.
Take this chain and swear.
This day do I render
Homage and fealty.
homage and fealty
To my sovereign lord and lady.
to my sovereign lord and lady,
Zachariah and Mariana.
Zechariah and Mariana,
By right of arms.
by right of arms,
King and queen of the Outlands.
King and Queen of the Outlands,
Who will from this day forward
who will from this day forward
be my liege lord and lady.
be my liege lord and lady.
I will remain true in all ways.
I will remain true in all ways,
Serving them faithfully. Serving them faithfully.
serving them faithfully.
This do I swear.
This do I swear
By my belt and chain.
by my belt and chain,
And by my honor. And the high ideals.
to the high ideals
Which I hold
which I hold
as a knight of this realm.
as a knight of this realm.
So say I.
So say, Lord, so Sir John Wright.
We accept
your homage and fealty,
and pledge to you
and pledge to you
that from this day forward
that from this day forward
until the end of our reign,
until the end of our reign,
you are our liege man.
you are our liege man,
That we will honor your order
that we will honor your order
and defend your rights as a peer.
and defend your rights as a peer,
And that we will protect
and that we will protect
the trust you have placed in us.
the trust that you have placed in us,
Mighty with justice,
mighty with justice,
tempered with mercy.
tempered with mercy.
Accept this chain,
Accept this chain,
which shall symbolize your duty
which shall symbolize your duty
and your bond as a liegeman
and your bond as a liege man
in fealty to the crown of the Outlands.
in fealty to the crown of the Outlands.
Never forget the
Never forget
the burden of this chain.
the burden of this chain. Bring forth the sword.
Sire, accept this sword,
Accept this sword,
which shall symbolize your prowess at arms.
which shall symbolize your prowess at arms.
Remember well
Remember well
that the sword of chivalry
that the sword of chivalry
should be drawn only in defense of the realm,
should be drawn only in defense of the realm
or those weaker than yourself.
and those weaker than yourself.
Wear it with care,
Wear it with care.
wield it with mercy.
Wield it with mercy.
Man, let those bearing this first come forward.
Let those bearing the spurs come forward.
These spurs have a legacy. They were created by Mistress Elflid, Countess Elflid of Old's brother, and first strapped on the heels of Sir Stephen the Wanderer a very, very long time ago. In former times, knights rode forward to serve out justice in the name of the crown. Accept these spurs that symbolize your devotion to justice, honor, and chivalry. Wear them with honor.
In this direction, is that correct? Alright, on the other side of the pavilion. And also, if you have not checked in at gate, please go see all of the wonderful people over at gate in the yellow, black, and white pavilion as you enter this camping area. I believe that's all I have. So, thank you, Your Majesties.
3 cheers for the autocrat of this fine event and her entire staff. Hip hip! Huzzah! Hip hip! Huzzah! Hip hip! Huzzah! Their Majesties wish it known that at approximately 10 after the procession will begin, please take the next 15 minutes to line yourselves up and do any other things you need to do before that happens.
Make sure to grab shade, parasols, shields,
Hydration.
hydration.
Here recesses the court of their royal majesties, Zachariah and Mariana, king and queen of these glorious outlands. Please go